Can we take a break for a minute and let me devour what she just shared so I can move on? I want to talk with you this morning about a principle that's most important to me, and it's prevention. There were two boys watching a parade, one through a knothole in the fence through which he could only see what was directly in front of him. The other from a rooftop who could see what had gone, what was in front of him, and what was yet to come. We know our past, we know our present, but only God knows our future. When it comes to the future of our health, the most important thing is prevention. May you never know what you prevent. When I flew to Salt Lake City in January of 2010 to meet with some people I barely knew and to hear about a company and a product of which I knew nothing, I did not know what a big step that would be, but God knew. In August of 2014, when Ed and I finally engaged in the business and began to use the product regularly, little did I know that nearly 3 years later, that decision would become one of the most important of my life. I did not know it, but God knew it. In July of this year, I was diagnosed with a problem in my brain. An artery that typically is smaller than the diameter of a drinking straw had enlarged to almost 1 inch. And guess what? It did not rupture. I asked my surgeon after the emergency procedure, what are the chances? What are the odds of that? And he sat back, kind of at a loss for words. He shrugged his shoulders and he said, we don't know. 50% are dead before it ever reaches that size. So other than knowing that God loved me, and I tease people more than you, that he loved me more than you, I began to do some research, and the one thing that I discovered was rupture versus non-rupture of these nasty things. The rupture versus non-rupture is in direct proportion to the degree of inflammation already in the body. God knew that I needed an environment that provided little inflammation and huge arterial elasticity. Before the founders, Tyler, anybody in your family even knew what research would eventually show the benefits of this product that increases arterial elasticity and decreases inflammation, before you even knew that, God already knew that. I stand here today as a testament of God's grace and his divine orchestration to bring into my path one of the greatest products of prevention of our lifetime. I've been spared for a purpose, and that purpose is to help other people work through the unknowns of their future. The future which they can't see through the knothole of a fence, and neither can they really see it from a rooftop. But God knows. To corporate, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. To all of you, live each day as if it is your last, with divine purpose, and may you never know what you prevent.